Okay, so there was a video going viral on Twitter, and so many people were weighing in of a woman being interviewed on the street saying she wants a minimum of $200 for a dinner. Let's pull it up.
I feel like if I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200. A minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presence?
What, aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah. Because
minimum.
Yeah.
Just because you have to do your makeup?
Because I have to. Okay, so we're gonna do the math. My moisturizer is $400. My eye cream is $300. My serum is like another $300. My makeup, not included. So if I have to spend, that's my money. I'm spending my money on these products. I'm gonna use these products.
What are you using them for, though?
For myself.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use these products and I'm gonna show up because it's not like I'm gonna show up in sweats.
The man doesn't owe you anything if you're just getting to know each other.
If you're inviting me out, you owe me a date.
Okay, so I have a couple questions when I hear this. One, why is her presence more valuable than his presence? Yes, women put money and time and effort into their looks. Men put time and effort into building a career, getting into good shape. They put in hundreds of hours to become the person that women want to go on dates with. So my question to her is, why is your time more valuable than his? And I actually agree with the interviewer. I think in the beginning, money doesn't matter. I know we're in 2023. A lot of women expect that. Most men aren't even too fussy about it. But to me, her attitude is the problem. It is entitlement. And if she feels entitled to your money now, what is going to change in 10 years when she takes you to family court? And the other thing that people don't realize is chivalry is actually gynocentric. So what is gynocentrism? Gynocentrism messes up the natural order of the world. I am Catholic. I believe the natural order of the world goes God, men, women, children. I believe women are most happy when they are serving the men. And what chivalry did is it started with proposals. So men used to kneel to kings. And that goes with the natural order of the world. Weaker men would submit to stronger men. Okay? So what they did was they replaced the stronger man with a woman. That's gynocentric. It's putting the men below the women. That is gynocentrism. And that is why we have all of the problems we have today. It's not just from 100 years ago. It's not 200 years ago. This goes back 1,000 years. So what she's asking for is she's saying, do all this for me, plan the date, do all this for me, and serve me. When really, I believe relationships work when the women serve the men. That is the best strategy. So let's pull up the next clip.
It's a black dude with a microphone walking around Miami, and he's saying to a girl, "Hey, girl, what's the minimum a man should spend on the first date?" And she's like, "Well, I used all my products, I got ready, I did my makeup, I don't know, $200." And everyone's clowning this chick, and Clown World shared it. And I agree with 99% of what Clown World say. I think I follow them, they follow me, we share each other's stuff. But I actually don't think that woman did anything wrong. I don't think that woman said anything wrong. She's not grossly obese. She's not overtly ugly. She's not overtly unattractive. She seems like a relatively attractive woman. She doesn't seem outlandish or insane or wild in her ways. She's dressed very nicely. She's obviously put a lot of time into her preparation. It's not so much about $200 being a set figure, but let me tell you something. Women deserve effort when you take them on dates. And when you take women places, they do deserve effort. Because as much as I look amazing tonight in my Savile Row tailored suit with my Rolex watch on, my alligator shoes, my thinning hair, but still average hair, give myself average for hair. As good as I look, it took me about 4 minutes from getting out of the shower to get ready. Hair gel, shirt, jacket, pants, shoes, watch. Done. That's it. Men should always pay for dates. One, never 50-50. Because the man is always the one asking the woman out. You, as a young man going on a date, are trying to get a woman, usually, to give up the most sacred thing that she has. You, if you're going out to date on a woman, no matter how honest you are, you can be a good Christian man, in which case you're looking for more. You want her hand in marriage eventually. You want her to bear your children. That's what a first date is. It is an interview for the most important thing a woman could possibly give you. She is interviewing you, and you have asked for that opportunity. To think $200 is too much and that's obscene and insane for a woman to want to go out on a date where maybe the dinner's kind of nice, she has a few glasses of wine, after the 3 hours she's put in getting ready, shaving her legs, all the shit that women do.
I wanted to point out a couple things. I've noticed with the Tate brothers, a lot of times they'll give speeches and they're still a bit gynocentric. So what is gynocentric? It's always the woman is on the pedestal, the woman is above a man. I wouldn't say simp. I can't imagine that a guy with that much wealth, status, etc. simps. But I will say that his speech is a little bit out of touch. And he really mischaracterized what she said. He said, oh, she was just asked with a microphone. And she's like, yeah, well, $200. No. She said $200 is being nice. And the truth of the matter is, most women will marry average men. Maybe she will get a slightly above average guy. But it puts Tristan in a good situation because he can say, hey, $200, that's nothing. Just pay for dinner. Well, that's easy to say when you're a multi-billionaire. And the truth of the matter is inflation is through the roof. There are average men in this country that do important infrastructure jobs. And I really don't like this idea that if a guy is frugal with his money, that he then should not date. He does not deserve a woman. It used to be that men that had good jobs and were working could get a wife and kids. And that is not the case in 2023. For example, 45% of men do infrastructure jobs. That means they drive the trucks, they pave the roads, they build the buildings, they do the hard jobs in society. A lot of these men are average earners. Let's say he wants to get a girlfriend, right? Let's say he goes on a date with 4 women in a month trying to find a girlfriend, or takes her on 4 dates. That's $1,000 a month. That is not feasible for the average man. And a lot of times what I see with these influencers is they just get overwhelmingly out of touch. And I don't know why he's mischaracterizing what she says. The next thing is he talks about she takes 4 minutes to get ready. Well, Tristan, it takes the guy 10 years to get ready to be at a point where women want to go on dates with him. And that's why I argue that chivalry is putting a woman on a pedestal, because it's saying the man should still do for the woman, when really the natural order of the world is the woman submitting to the man and doing for the man. Again, the natural order of the world is God, men, women, children. Women only truly love when they are doing the most for a guy, when they are serving a man.